There's Cowboy, everybody. Sit here for a second, do a 30, even though I don't need to. We'll hit the road. Everybody, this video was pretty much just hit and miss. Didn't really have much to say. We picked up in Rancho Cucamonga yesterday, and then as you can see, Cowboy, that's what I call him. He's Cowboy to me. I haven't seen him in a minute. He was on like years ago of my videos when he was on my truck, when he was a student of mine, which he's on a Walmart dedicated account right now. But finally got to see him, and the reason why I was able to see him is because yesterday the wind was it was ridiculous. Day before yesterday I got into California. We did headed from Phoenix to Jurupa, but we had a pickup in Rancho. Well, usually I drop my trailer off, but I didn't drop my trailer off before I went to the yard. I just went to the yard, and the wind was starting to push a little bit, and I was empty. So luckily I got to the yard. But the next morning, it was just terrible. I woke up with the truck just swaying back and forth, and I'm in the yard, so. I went in the office and talked to a couple people throughout the terminal, and then they didn't let anybody out for like an hour. So you couldn't leave the yard with the trailer for about an hour and a half. So when about 12:30, got back to the truck and I left, picked up at Rancho, went and scaled out, had to slide the tandems back, because these trucks don't give you the axle gauge, so at least this one doesn't. I know some do, but not all of them. So when you pick up a load, you don't know how much weight is on it, how much PSI is on your axles, which if you know your truck and you have that gauge, you understand where 34,000 pound mark is at. For my truck, 34,000 pound is about 60 or past 60. It's a give and take on it, because it all depends on how they load you. It could show 60 or just over 60, and you'll be at like 32 or 33. So, but anyways, got it scaled out. Gross weight, I was 79,100 and some change, all the way up here. When we left, that wind, I was fighting it going up, but then it was hitting me from the side. So I was literally going like 35 miles an hour with the foot on the throttle, with my foot to the floor, and just going 35 miles an hour, the truck was still being pushed to the side. So I ended up calling him because he was coming. I talked to him, he was coming down, so I told him, wait it out, because he was empty with the drive-in. So I told him to wait it out, just wait, because I wouldn't come down with an empty trailer right now. So I was able to get up there, go see him. I only had 7 hours on my 70 for the day to drive. So I ended up getting north of Vegas. I forget what exit, it was like 88 or something. Over there where I changed my freaking airbag that one time. So did that. Shut down last night, got up this morning at about 11 o'clock, took off, and just got here. By the time I got to my delivery, I had an hour left on my 8-hour break, so it took me a full 7 hours, 10 minutes to get to my delivery. And then I literally got to the gate with like 1 minute left on my clock. So, yeah. But other than that, I do got another load. I'm working on my recaps right now. So by me not having to touch my 3 hours, that'll give me some time for tomorrow, because we are going up to Idaho. But anyways, my truck, I don't know if I said this earlier, but when we're in Phoenix, I asked them, my truck is waiting for a radiator. And the reason why my truck's still in the shop is because they're telling me it's going to be 10 days before they get a radiator. Now, they could be right or they could be wrong. But 10 days, so basically after Thanksgiving, they're going to get a radiator. I don't see how that's even, I don't know. I don't think it really takes that long to get a radiator. That's just me. But we'll be headed back to California. If you can see my hours, hopefully you can see it. I got 3 hours and 40 minutes on my 70. So that's what I got left to drive today. I've got 5 hours and 40 minutes coming back. So I'll have about 9 hours tomorrow to drive. Now, it's about an 8-hour drive or so to Idaho Falls, to pick up the load. Now, today's the 17th, tomorrow's the 18th. The load doesn't pick up until the 20th. So if I get there tomorrow, I could check in tomorrow and they might actually just load me, because it's the French fry load. It's going back to City of Industry. It's going down to City of Industry. But yeah, the reason why my clock is all screwed up is because of the loads that they're giving me, and they're just, yeah. Part of it is the truck. It kind of screwed me over on my clock, but it didn't, because it still worked out regardless. But the loads that they give me, yeah, they just don't work, because I don't like doing 34-hour resets. And so far, for the past couple months, I've been forced to do a 34-hour reset, and I'm starting to not like it. So I gotta figure something out, because I can't keep doing what they're doing to me. Other than that, I greatly appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, like I said, this was just an up here. You guys seen me do it plenty of times. Go from Rancho, come up here, and then whatever. I do know that the driver's lounge is open up here in Utah now. Last time I was here, they weren't fully finished with it. I doubt that I'm gonna go in there tonight or tomorrow, but I know they're finally open over there. So yeah, you guys have a good one, and see you on the next one.